Today I'm sharing with you my exact recipe to pre-soak garlic cloves before planting them. Not necessarily to have a faster germination rate, but to have more success, better odds at your cloves actually coming up. Let's get started. The recipe I'm using is for 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 1 tablespoon of fish emulsion per gallon of water. Now, I only have a handful of cloves, and that is cloves. You want to break apart the bulb so that each individual clove totally soaks in this mixture. I'm using half of that recipe. I don't really need a whole lot just for 1 handful of cloves. I'm doing the easy math with 1.5 teaspoons instead of 1 tablespoon of everything and half a gallon of water. And you can see I'm a little bit lax on my measuring here because half a gallon of water, we're not talking about a whole lot of baking soda or fish emulsion. As for how long to soak the garlic cloves, there are recommendations between 15 minutes to 24 hours. Nothing past that amount of time. I'm soaking mine for 4 hours before planting them in the soil. What this mixture does is protects your cloves against various fungal diseases, and that fish emulsion stimulates growth, so your cloves are more likely to germinate. One last tip is if you are planting different kinds of garlic, you want to mark them or soak them separately so that you don't mix them up. I will admit it's pretty hard to just toss out fish emulsion. I mean, there's not a whole lot in there. There's not really a whole lot of baking soda. My question is more about what would the baking soda do to stuff. So sketchy, but I mean, it smells good enough to use. I'm gonna try an experiment. Some leafy greens need to grow right there. I mean, that looks like I planted, looks like quite a few. So salad greens right there. Not sure. Kohlrabi, why not? And see if all of a sudden there's an explosion in growth. I also learned, do not put this on sweet potatoes, and that was going to be my first victim. There we go. I will dilute it a little bit more, help it soak in with some rainwater here. I can't tell you how well that treatment worked, but I can tell you that the plants are all alive. So I didn't have the strawberry there, but the kohlrabi are still trying to grow, and pretty much all of the tomatoes are here and doing really well, despite the freezing temperatures that we've had. There's ice on everything. So, the fertilizer probably helped, and the baking soda didn't kill anything. I'm gonna say I am really on the fence about this method because is buying that fish fertilizer, because I'm assuming that you have baking soda, is fish fertilizer worth the extra expense? Because as you can see in this bed right here, the vast majority of the cloves that I direct sowed did pop up. So is it really worth it? And honestly, the only reason why I tried this experiment was because I already had the fish emulsion. It did work really well on adding some extra growth at the end of the season. Is that cost actually worth it? So I'm not selling you on this. I'm a bit on the fence myself. But what I did show in this last video was how well that pre-soak actually worked. You can see for yourself and decide. If nothing else, you'll have a more informed decision as to if you want to do this and perhaps have a much higher germination rate. Thanks for watching.